And welcome back to Subculture After Dark. Well, we've got some new Aussie music to play on the show right now. This is the brand new single from Vault Hill, a Melbourne-based metal outfit that we know that you guys have fallen in love with. So we thought we'd get this brand new single on the air. But before we do, we thought we would actually get one of the members on the phone to chat a little bit about this album. Welcome to the program, Adrian.
Hey, mate. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Now, mate, tell us a little bit about this brand new single, because this is a stunning single that I know our listeners are going to love. So tell us a little bit about how it's come into being.
Thanks, man. So pretty much the song 271, the lyrics sort of revolve around the 27 Club and similar celebrities that have sort of fallen before their the time was due, and just sort of about how that sort of fame and life can just sort of be so all-consuming, and it's almost like the fire sort of blazes out in them a little bit.
The 27 Club is a club that we've spoken about on this show before. What was it that kind of fascinated you about it enough to make you want to write this track?
I think it was just sort of how that fame can sort of really can sort of consume a person, but also just how sort of intoxicating sort of celebrities can be.
Yeah.
And how it can really draw fans to them. And that sort of, unfortunately, the fans sometimes don't realise that they sort of can have these terrible negative effect on these amazing creative people.
Is it something that you've always been fascinated about? Like, I've always been a big Nirvana fan, so I've read a lot about Kurt Cobain and about his life, and even read a book about his diary entries and things like that. Has it been something that you have gone out and done a little bit of research into over the years?
And it's something that sort of definitely interested my brother Morgan, who's our lead vocalist, and it's just something that he was really interested about. Obviously, Nirvana have had a huge impact on us. We were teenagers growing up hearing, grunge, and that sort of does influence our songs a little bit. But just, some of these celebrities that are just sort of, pop culture icons, and, their art sort of continues to surround us and influence us.
So tell us a little bit about the journey with this track. Was it a quick track to write and record, or was it one that took a little bit of time?
This one definitely took a little bit of time. Like a lot of the Vault Hill tracks, they sort of start off as ideas, a couple of riffs between myself and Dino, our bassist, and it usually sort of goes through maybe 6 months of actually sort of initially writing, and then we start playing around the riffs, and then we start putting the lyrics on there. Morgan, our vocalist, we also call him the Butcher. All the time, Dino and I will sort of get carried away with mid-sections and outros, and along comes Morgan, just goes, "Nope, that's too long, cuts it." So this one did probably take a good 18 months to write, from the very first initial sort of riffs all the way up to completion.
Now, of course, your debut EP, Amber Falls, was so well received back in 2022. How have you gone since then? Like, have you felt a little bit more pressure after the fact that was so well received?
Thanks. We have a little bit. I guess we do like to sort of very much write music that we would really enjoy. So I guess the pressure to sort of follow that up definitely was there. But again, with any of our music, we just sort of really, our creativity comes first, and we just want to write music that we enjoy, and we're just very lucky that other people out there also really enjoy it.
Recording these new tracks as well, have you found that your sound has evolved even more? Because one of the things that really hit me about your EP was that you guys have got such a unique sound. Even though you're in the thrash metal genre, you've got this really unique sound of your own. So has that evolved at all with the recording of the new tracks?
Yeah, definitely. And even just a little bit of time in between, and just new bands and so many sort of subgenres within the metal genre itself. all these new influences sort of come in, and sort of bleed into our new stuff. But then also, just from the way that we tracked the EP with Chris from Monolith Studios, just how much we learnt about songwriting, and then what a producer can add to it, and then sort of taking that into mind when we then approached the next material which we wrote, which was this 271. Sort of really wanted to take everything we had learnt from the EP and sort of put that into 271 to make it as best we could.
Awesome. So you've got a new single out now. Summer is quickly approaching. What have you guys got planned? Are you hoping to get out there and do some shows over the summer as well?
Yeah, we were definitely keen to get out and play this new stuff live. We're hoping to play as much as we can. Hopefully, maybe do some festivals and stuff like that would be amazing. But literally any chance we get to play live, we jump at it if we can.
Yeah. And what are your plans for next year? Like, are you hoping to bring out another EP, another album, or an album? What's the plans going ahead?
Yeah, we already are writing some new material. Whether that is a couple of singles or an EP is sort of yet to be decided. We do have another single that we did record at the same time, the same sessions as 271. So hoping to drop that early next year, possibly even with another film clip as well.
Awesome. Well, mate, we are going to play 271 on our show right now. So what would you like to say to all of the listeners out there before they take a listen to this amazing single?
Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to music. We hope you enjoy as much as we do, and keep it metal.